There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my God, what is happening, you guys? I don't even know what my name is right now. I don't even know what's going on. So, welcome to the live stream, everybody. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and we got so much to talk about, you guys. So, make sure to Hulk smash the like button. Just absolutely destroy the like button. Let me know how I'm sounding over here. Let me know if the mic is good. And yeah, Russell, I'm sorry. My webcam is weird. Like when I'm live streaming, it's so blurry, but when I film videos, it looks great. It's hard to explain. It's kind of crazy. But you guys don't care about that. You guys want to talk about Deandre Ayton staying with the Phoenix Suns when we all thought he was gone. Guys, what are we even doing here? What are we doing? Like, what? I'm just so confused. I don't know what's going on. So, so first off, the reason I didn't go live earlier and all that stuff was because I do have a job outside of this YouTube stuff, and I was there. And of course, the news breaks when I'm at work and everything. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stay patient here. I'm like, I'm going to wait, play this out until we have all the details. Then I'll go live. Because for stuff like this, you got to go live. I've learned that over the years. But then, like, I come home, I'm getting changed, I'm getting the live stream ready, and all of a sudden, Shams tweets this beautiful tweet out right here that the Phoenix Suns have matched the Indiana Pacers 4-year, $133 million deal to Deandre Ayton. Can I do this real quick? Oh, wait, no, that's not going to work. Can I do this? No, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, now, according to the original ESPN article from Woj, this is the biggest offer sheet in NBA history, according to Woj. But anyways, so yeah, the Phoenix Suns have matched the offer, 4 years, $133 million. Don't even ask me how the Phoenix Suns are going to pay for that. I have no clue because I don't understand the salary cap. And that was tweeted out at 7:17 p.m. My mouse is not working. I really need it to work. And then Woj follows it up with this. 31 minutes ago, he tweeted, restricted free agent Deandre Ayton has signed the 4-year offer sheet to the Pacers, blah, blah. It remains that the Phoenix Suns will do so and retain Ayton, but they could take the process through Sunday night. Then he followed that tweet up with, as soon as the Suns received the 4-year, $133 million offer sheet, the franchise matched it. Deandre Ayton returns to Phoenix and can't be traded without his consent for a full year, closed quote. Then our Phoenix Suns insider, Flex from Jersey, tweeted out, let me lower this real quick, tweeted out, the Suns handled that Ayton situation quickly and will continue their pursuit of Kevin Durant. They can and are willing to deal with the tax bill that follows. They've been prepared for this situation the entire time. Nothing today was a shock or a game changer at all. Stay tuned. That comes from Flex from Jersey, our Phoenix Suns insider. If you do not know who he is, he's on the Coast to Coast podcast, does a lot of other stuff around Phoenix Suns and local Arizona media and all that. He's been on this channel before. And Flex is the man. He's a real Phoenix Suns fan. He's an NBA fan through and through. He knows basketball. And again, let me just reread you the tweet for those of you who are joining. The Suns handled that Ayton situation quickly and will continue their pursuit of Kevin Durant. They can and are willing to deal with the tax bill that follows. They've been prepared for this situation the entire time. Nothing today was a shock or a game changer at all. Stay tuned. Now, let me just remind you, Phoenix Suns fans here, that, and I love to say this, and I'm not trying to pick on you Phoenix Suns fans here. I'm really not. Because trust me, I get impatient too. I'm a human being as well. The offseason is not over, Phoenix Suns fans. Just because Ayton signed this deal does not mean that the Phoenix Suns' offseason is over. I love to remind NBA fans of that because it's like, oh, this player got traded, he's off the board, or oh, this player got traded, he's now signed, he's gone. That does not mean the offseason is over, Suns fans. If you would have told me that on July 14th, Deandre Ayton would be a Phoenix Sun, he would have matched the offer sheet, I would have said you were crazy. If you would have said that like a month ago, I would have said, hell no, he's gone. He's going to go somewhere else and get paid. And here we are, you guys. Deandre Ayton has matched the offer sheet. For right now, he is staying a Phoenix Sun. I say for right now, and I'm serious. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? There's so many guys. You're also getting like an authentic reaction from me. This is like, I haven't even fully processed this yet. So if I say something crazy or stupid, you're getting the authentic Suns Geek here. Okay. By the way, you guys, we're like 8 minutes and 30 seconds in. And again, I'm sorry for the crappy camera quality. I might want to do a game of Would You Rather later. So later, after we get done talking about all this Ayton stuff, and we have some other Sun stuff that I want to talk about, would you guys want to play like a game, like an NBA Phoenix Suns edition of Would You Rather? Let me know in the comments if you guys want to do that. If not, I might do a live stream on Saturday. Maybe we can do that for Saturday. But anyways, let's just all take a deep breath here, you guys. Let's just process what's happened here, you guys. Yes, they did match it. I'm seeing people in the comment section saying they matched it. If you don't believe me, here's the tweet from Shams. The Phoenix Suns have matched the Indiana Pacers 4-year, $133 million maximum offer sheet on Deandre Ayton. He is staying. So what are my thoughts here, you guys? Well, I guess I got to kind of put my pride down. Sorry, I'm going to be multitasking as I'm talking to you guys, so I do apologize. First off, from a human being perspective and everything, if you take the basketball side out of it, I am happy for Deandre Ayton because I know that he's a very big family guy. He does have kids. Where did my notes go? I'm losing everything around here. I'm sorry, guys. He does have kids and everything. Ooh, let me do something real quick. I'm so sorry, you guys. Then we'll focus and we will continue talking about this Ayton stuff. All right, here we go. I'm done now. All right, so obviously very happy for Deandre Ayton because one, he's one of the, I think I saw something like he's the 5th highest paid center or something like that. And again, it's great for his family. His family's going to be taken care of. His kid's going to be taken care of. He's going to be taken care of. It's pretty cool, I guess, that he's staying in Phoenix, but I don't really know what's going to happen. So I'm trying to get the positives out of the way because I have a lot of questions with this. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are like, damn it, we're not getting Kevin Durant yet. Oh, man, this is going to stop us from getting KD. Who knows, guys? It could still happen. Again, I don't know how the salary cap works. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a salary cap expert. It could still happen. I mean, we probably have to give up Mikal Bridges. We probably have to give up Cam Johnson, like $1 billion draft picks. But if you can somehow get Kevin Durant and Deandre Ayton with the dynamic duo and Chris Paul and Devin Booker, I don't care if you're the biggest Suns hater in the world, you're at least getting to the finals. Oh, wait a minute. I said that this year about the Suns, and then they lost in the second round. So what do I know? Again, you guys, you're getting the authentic Suns Geek here. And don't worry, you guys, I'm sober because I've been drinking Powerade all day and coffee. I think I had a little too much coffee today. And I'm drinking water. I should have had my famous Truly that I like to drink on here. Yes, I like to drink Trulies. Don't look at me. Don't judge me like that. Trulies are good, man. And you guys are getting the authentic Suns Geek here. So let's get to some comments. And then I have some questions I want to ask about this. Felix says, happy to see DA getting paid. Now get me KD. Don't know or care how. Just do it, champ. Exactly. This comment right here. Doesn't matter. Just get it done. I don't know how you're going to do it. We're probably going to have to pay millions of dollars in the luxury tax and all that I don't know what I'm talking about. We're probably going to give up like $1 billion draft picks, but who cares? Just get it done, man. Let's see what else. If we can still get KD somehow, I'm fine with losing Mikal and Cam, honestly, exactly. By the way, you guys, Flex tweeted that out. No, it wasn't Flex. It was my guy, Andrew Lizas. He tweeted it out. He's like, hey, just so Suns fans are aware, like, if you're going to trade for Kevin Durant, you're going to have to get something. You're going to give up something great. He said something like that, and I retweeted it so fast. But yeah, this is crazy, you guys. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. I'll do my best to get to all of them soon. And I do kind of want to go to the Twitterverse because I know that John Gambo from Arizona Sports is tweeting out some stuff right now. I think Woj and Shams have been tweeting. So we're going to go to Twitter. We can probably just go read the story that Woj just posted 8 minutes ago. And then Bobby Marks has been saying some stuff as well. So here is what, let me just pull this up and then we will get to, give me a second here, you guys. I'm so sorry. This is a one-man show here and trying to figure out, there we go. Share screen. Guys, thank you for putting up with me right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. So just bear with me here. Okay, here we go. Window, Chrome tab, Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. All right, so here's what John Gambo's saying. You guys can see my screen. You guys see what's going on here. And I'll read you what Bobby Marks has been saying. So John Gambo says the time frame from when the Suns received the offer sheet from Indiana and the time they matched said offer was about 3 minutes. Oh my God. We were all like, oh my God, this is going to go into like Saturday or Sunday or even Monday. And the Suns have like whoever knows how much time to match the offer. And then all of a sudden Shams tweets that out. Bam, they match the offer. And then Gambo also says, remember this on any potential deal for Kevin Durant. The Nets can't swap picks they don't have. Suns could trade first-round picks in a deal, but can't swap picks because their picks are headed to Houston. Exactly. If I know correctly, the Houston Rockets, the OKC Thunder, and the Jazz own like a good amount of people's draft picks for the next million years. So we're going to read Woj's story. Let me fix that. Share. I don't even know what I'm doing. Give me a second here, guys. Like, I literally came home from work, got changed, was getting everything ready for this, and then that was when the news broke. All right, so we're looking good. Yeah, here we go. We're looking. Here's the story that Woj just posted, and I won't read you guys the whole thing because you guys know I can't read. But yeah, so the Phoenix Suns match Indiana Pacers offer 4 years, $133 million. His agents Bill Duffy and Nima, I don't want to butcher her last name, told ESPN Thursday night. The Suns had until midnight on Saturday to match the largest offer sheet in NBA history. Let me highlight that. And I said that earlier. I said in Woj's original story, this is the largest offer sheet in NBA history. By the way, thank you to the over 180 people that are in here. You guys are awesome. But yeah, that's crazy. $133 million. Wow. Largest offer sheet in NBA history. And if my mouse was working better, then we'd have a better stream. But my mouse is like not working. I think the battery in this thing is dying. But anyways, Phoenix showed, I can't read, to negotiate a sign and trade agreement with Indiana prior to Ayton signing the sheet, sources said, signaling that they were likely to match the offer sheet once it was presented to them. If the Suns didn't match, they would have lost Ayton, the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft, for nothing. Now, the Suns cannot trade Deandre Ayton until January 15th and cannot trade him for a full year without his consent. This takes Ayton out of any offseason trade scenario involving Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant. So you guys, look, I mean, Flex knows things that we don't know, and literally as I'm talking, Flex just tweeted something out, so we're going to go back to the Twitterverse. We're going to get out of Woj's story here. Stop sharing. Guys, you're so cool for like sticking with me here. Like I'm literally just giving like a live reaction, and it's literally just me here. I don't have a team to do this for me. I'm literally just doing this by myself. So you guys are awesome. So Flex just tweets just now. Uh the Suns were never going to let Ayton walk simply for nothing. He's right about that. They explored the sign and trade option and decided to match. Now they move on to the next order of business without having to worry about the Ayton situation. Tax was coming regardless. This doesn't change anything regarding KD. That's what Flex said. So again, I just still have a lot of questions, you guys. But really, it's not like I'm questioning Flex and his sources. I'm not like questioning what James Jones is doing. I mean, I trust James Jones, especially since he was honest. I mean, James Jones said something along the lines of like, we're going to keep Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to keep Ayton. He said they kind of, I forgot what the actual quote was, but he said something along the lines of like, we're going to run it back. This is a really good team. My number one question really is this. Have Monty Williams and Deandre Ayton worked out their issues? Because you guys remember the whole like it's internal thing, you know, and Deandre Ayton only playing 17 minutes in game 7 or whatever that nightmare was. I don't even remember anything past game 5 of the semifinals from that series. So anyways, and you know there's stuff that probably wasn't even reported about Monty Williams and Deandre Ayton. So I really wonder if they have worked out their issues. It's going to be a little awkward, I think, though, you guys. Like, I'm being serious. Like, I've always had a theory, too, that, like, low-key Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton don't like each other. Like, I feel like they pretend they do. I feel like maybe, like, in front of the media and the cameras they do. But I'm like, I wonder if, like, legit they don't like each other. And I really hope that Monty Williams and DeAndre Ayton at some point go to dinner and just work out all their issues. Because when I first saw this whole DeAndre Ayton signing with the Pacers thing, I wonder, I was kind of thinking, I was like, I wonder like if DeAndre Ayton's going to go to the Pacers and have a good career and everything. And then maybe like in 5 years, either Monty Williams or DeAndre Ayton was going to go on record saying, oh man, like I wish we would have worked things out. I wonder if this is them working things out, you know? Or maybe there's still issues that they're having and they're going to work it out throughout the season. I think it's going to be awkward as hell. I don't know, you guys. We're going to have to see. I'm not trying to sound like a drama queen. I'm just speaking off the facts that were given to me after the Suns were embarrassingly eliminated from the playoffs, which I'm still crying over. What are we doing here, guys? What's going on? You tell me what's happening because I don't know what's going on. This is just crazy. There's just so much. Like, we actually have news. We have NBA news because the NBA world was waiting for either the Kevin Durant stuff to fall first or the DeAndre Ayton stuff. And now that DeAndre Ayton's off the board, I think we're going to start seeing some more moves, not just from the Suns. I think that the NBA world's like, okay, Ayton's off the table. Now we can start signing people. And you know what? I'm going to stick with my guy Flex, man. I mean, Flex from Jersey's my homie. I really think that he is like legit. I mean, I know he's legit, but I think that all these reports about KD that he's been telling us about since May, I think they are legit. Now, again, I have no clue how they're going to do it financially, how we're going to get Kevin Durant and DeAndre Ayton. But hey, I mean, if you can get that, I'm sure our bench would be absolutely shredded. We would probably have a pretty terrible bench, but if we can somehow get that, I mean, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, sign me up, man. I'm down for that. Now, the other questions that I have, and I kind of took notes about this before any of this news went down. I haven't even I haven't even talked about Jay Crowder, who's been involved in trade rumors. Like, does this mean that Jay Crowder's gone? Josh Okogie, Damian Lee, Jacques Lundell, however you pronounce his name. They're fine signings and trades, and I'm glad we're bringing back Bismack Biyombo. I thought that was really smart. But like, I think literally the next step is this Kevin Durant stuff. And then I think the Suns figure out the rest of their bench later. I don't know, you guys. Can we just take a break for a minute here, you guys? Can we just slow down? We're past 23 minutes. Let's just process everything. And by the way, I know a lot of you guys are probably just here for the Ayton stuff, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate that we have over 177 people in here. Hulk smash that like button because you're getting a live, authentic reaction here. But there is other Suns stuff I want to talk to you guys about. So please stay tuned. I really appreciate that. And again, I'm planning on doing a live stream Saturday. So if for some reason we can't get to that stuff, we'll do it Saturday. And I want to update you guys on some things because I'm not going to be here next week. So the videos are going to be kind of weird, and I might have to like literally film videos from my iPhone. I'll explain later. Anyways, so Hulk smash that like button. You guys share the stream. So Devo, if I'm saying his name right, Devo asked a question. He says, why pay that much for a player who doesn't want to be there? That's the thing. I'm like, did they work out everything? Does Deandre Ayton want to be in Phoenix? It's weird. Like, that's a good point, Devo. Like, again, I really hope that Monty Williams and all them worked out their issues, because I don't know, you guys. I feel like we're going to hear some things. I feel like we're going to be talking more about this later, because I'm sure they're going to interview James Jones tomorrow, and he'll be like, yeah, they worked things out, or Deandre Ayton, we were always going to keep Deandre Ayton, although that didn't really seem like the plan. So yeah, it's weird, guys. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm just refreshing Twitter to make sure I'm not missing anything. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, guys, at Suns Geek on YouTube. Let me see what other questions I had here. Let me see. So let's keep talking about the Ayton stuff here, because I sort of wrote some stuff down. Let me see here. I don't know. I'll say this too. I'm glad, by the way, thank you to the QC for the super sticker. I appreciate you, man. I wonder what that super sticker looks like. I think that might be the first super sticker on my channel, because there's like super chats and there's super stickers. So I appreciate you, man. Where was I going here? I'm actually kind of glad this did happen, because obviously the Suns made a huge mistake, with all due respect to Jalen Smith. They made a huge mistake by drafting Jalen Smith, and that's not Jalen Smith's fault. We didn't even have Chris Paul when we drafted Jalen Smith, okay? So it's not his fault. I'm not trying to pick on Jalen Smith. So I'll use I'll use kinder words. The Suns made a mistake with the 10th overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft. So here's why I'm glad this happened, because it would have just been a massive failure if Ayton would have just, gone, left or got traded or whatever, and obviously we don't know what's going to happen. And by that, I mean, not like, oh man, we could have just drafted Luka and Luka would have been a superstar. First off, I've always been the believer of like, what if Luka was not a superstar and we drafted him and he was a bust? But anyways, that's a conversation for another time. So yeah, it just would have been a massive failure. The 2018 draft would have been a massive failure besides Mikal Bridges. The 2020 draft was already a failure. And, Jalen Smith, Rick Carlisle talked about it. The Pacers have announced it that Jalen Smith is going to be their starting power forward. So like just seeing that and seeing Ayton go to the Pacers, it just would have been a complete failure on the Suns' part. And even though James Jones is doing an incredible job, he's turned this team around in what, like 2.5 years, 3 years. Even though we are a contender, I think it would have been a failure if Deandre Ayton left. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Deandre Ayton gets traded down the road. Now, in Woj's report, he said Deandre Ayton cannot get traded for a full year. Does that mean like starting today? So in July 14th, 2023, he can get traded? I don't know. It's crazy, you guys. And we're hearing all kinds of things about the KD stuff. Like Brooklyn doesn't want this, or Brooklyn wants a superstar player and a whole bunch of draft picks. And I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. Brandon asks, can we make a move for Mitchell? I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's Kevin Durant because first off, Kevin Durant said he wants to be here. He wants to play in Phoenix. So I think Mitchell's not going to happen. I would give it a 2% chance, if that Mitchell to the Suns would happen. But yeah, now what you're going to see a lot, like on ESPN and all these other YouTube channels and podcasts, you're going to see like what happens to KD now? What's going to happen to Donovan Mitchell? It's going to be crazy. You're going to see the trade machine keep flying. I'm not good at that stuff. I'm not a salary cap expert. I just bring you the insight, the honest Phoenix Suns insight here. I give you my best that I can. And you guys are so kind to continue to subscribe and watch me, which, by the way, as we enter the 30-minute mark of this live stream, the best way to support me, you guys, and I do appreciate you guys Hulk smashing the like button. I appreciate you guys watching. The best way to continue to support me is just to keep watching. That's it. I encourage you guys to subscribe. YouTube loves it when you subscribe, and they love it when you leave comments and like and click like and everything. But really, best way to support me is just keep watching. Even if you're the biggest Suns Geek hater, keep watching. We just passed 30 minutes. I need to take a sip of my water. Give me a second. Anyways. Now, let me see here. Give me a second because... Okay, cool. Man, that's crazy. Like, Deandre Ayton is staying with the Phoenix Suns. That, I don't know why. I think it might have just hit me at this moment that he's staying with the Suns for now. That's crazy, you guys. I don't know. Again, I want to know your guys' thoughts and comments. Again, here's the tweet from Shams right there. And then here's a follow-up tweet from Adrian Wojnarowski, ESPN. And then Flex from Jersey. Now, Flex from Jersey, excuse me. Flex from Jersey has been saying this. He even said this before. I'll even go to his Twitter. Like, let me just pull up his Twitter. Because he basically said that, I think I already am on his Twitter. He basically said that no matter what happens to Ayton, it's not going to affect the Kevin Durant stuff. So, yeah, that's interesting. So, yeah, like 5 hours ago. Here we go. So, again, this was 5 hours ago, like when the Ayton stuff was reported. He said the Suns are now on. Let me make sure I have. Yeah, okay, I got the screen right. Oops. The Suns are now on the clock. This has always been a possibility, and the Suns will move according on this Ayton situation. Once again, this does not end their pursuit of Kevin Durant. Things are finally moving. Nothing more, nothing less. Keep in mind, that was at 2:46 p.m. when I was at work. I should have just told work, hey, I got to go. I got to talk about this Deandre Ayton stuff. But you know what? I'm glad I waited because now we have like a bigger story. We have the real story. Pretty crazy. By the way, Flex does have a podcast Coast to Coast podcast. I do highly recommend it. Dan Duarte does a great job over there as well. And, Flex does have inside sources and contacts and all that. So go follow him. He does a great job. But yeah, that's crazy, you guys. Deandre Ayton is staying a Phoenix Sun for now. I still have questions. I really do. I still have questions about the Deandre Ayton stuff. And unfortunately, I hate to sound like a Deandre Ayton hater. I promise I am not. I'm just reacting as a fan. And if I know Deandre Ayton like I think I know Deandre Ayton, the expectations are even higher for Deandre Ayton. You're probably like, Suns Geek, what are you talking about, man? He just got signed. He's the biggest. I mean, let me pull up that tweet too. I think it was Evan Sedry. He does great work for basketball. I think it's like Basketball News. Maybe we'll read this Bright Side of the Sun article as well from Dave King. But so here's what Bobby Marks is saying. Let me get to my point real quick. I'm going all over the place. Here's why the expectations are higher for Deandre Ayton now. Because Evan Sedry tweeted this out about an hour ago. Highest paid centers in the NBA next season: Rudy Gobert, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Deandre Ayton. He's the 4th highest paid center. So damn right, you know that the expectations are going to be astronomically high. And look, I don't want to put unrealistic expectations on Deandre Ayton. I mean, he's not Wilt Chamberlain. He's not going to go out there and average like 30 and 25 boards and 5 blocks. It's not going to happen. But can he get better? Absolutely. Does he need to have, does he, I've always said this. I'm like, if he can show up 9 games out of 10 rather than like 5 out of 10, then that's a W. Like, we need to see a consistent Deandre Ayton night in and night out. And even though he had a great playoff run in the 2021 playoffs and all that, we need to see that like every single game for the most part. He's going to have his off nights. He will. Let's be real. Devin Booker has his off nights. Chris Paul, them. Let's be real. They're human beings. They get tired. But damn it, the expectations are going to be astronomically high. I really hope that Deandre Ayton stays off of Twitter because he's going to continue to get roasted and criticized by this franchise and their fans, unfortunately. And I can't be a hypocrite. I've criticized Deandre Ayton a lot in my videos and live streams. But it's just because we finally have a contender and Deandre Ayton just has so much oozing potential that we're going to want him to just dominate night in and night out. Be the best Deandre Ayton that you can be, man. I don't care. Like, yeah, I want the numbers and I want the flashy dunks, but really all I want is just consistency and effort and to mentally be there every single game, whether you get the damn ball or not. Be the biggest player on the court most nights. And yes, a flashy dunk or two, Ayton, is a nice gesture every once in a while. Somebody posted a dunk, like an old dunk of Deandre Ayton. I was like, man, like, so Brandon says, I thought Monty and DA got beef. Has there been any information on that? No. And there probably won't be for a while. I feel like they're going to kind of sweep that under the rug, if you catch my drift. Let's get to some comments. Then we're going to get to all this other stuff. That was a good question, Brandon. Thank you for the question. But yeah, I really feel like they're going to like sweep that under the rug. They're going to like tell the media and the fans what they want to hear. But like, I kind of low key think it's not done yet. There probably still might be some issues and stuff. All right, let's see. Daniel says KD with Book brings back interest. Yeah. You mean like interest in more like players coming here? Possibly. You know? Man, like Deandre Ayton is staying in Phoenix, man. Let's see. Yeah, Patrick Beverly's not coming here, man. You pushed Chris Paul when the Suns eliminated the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. He's not coming here. I get your vision, but he's not coming here. I wish the Suns were able to do a sign and trade. Man, this, and first off, Sawbucks, thank you so much for all your support. You're a real one, man. You're always commenting on the videos and watching and everything, but maybe there just wasn't anything great. And again, like I could talk about like, yeah, Miles Turner and let's say Chris Duarte and whoever, like I'm sure there were some great offers. I'm sure. But I'm like, I just think the Suns were thinking long term with this. And I think they were just thinking, like, man, like we really would be in a bad situation if we just let Ayton go. Even if it was for Miles Turner, who, by the way, is on a $18 million contract, and then he's an unrestricted free agent after this season. You know what I mean? I think there probably just was nothing on the table. I'm sure that the Pacers and Suns have been talking for weeks. So DA stays and we land KD. Everyone in the past, right? Because obviously we move forward with Book and CP3 as well. After that, high school volleyball player could be a fifth man and we still win. Hey, you know what? I've always said this, even before the Suns became contenders, you need a bench to win in the playoffs. Let's be real. You need a bench to win. I'm not saying you need the greatest bench of all time, but you need a bench to win in the playoffs. It's that simple. I'm just refreshing my page to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm not. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. We're going to read this Bright Side of the Sun article here in a minute. Shout out to Dave King and Bright Side of the Sun. They do these like weekly Suns kind of columns, and they've been nice enough to like feature some of my videos on their website. So shout out to I think it's Rod over there, Rod and his team and Bright Side of the Sun and all them that put my videos sometimes on there, and I appreciate that. Just reading any comments, and then we'll keep talking here. Backcourt highlights, right? Suns Geek. The Nets don't want anyone we have. Why do you think it's still possible to get KD? Why? Because it's been reported that Kevin Durant wants to come to the Phoenix Suns. Now, that doesn't mean that the Brooklyn Nets are going to be like, all right, KD, fine, get out of here. We'll trade you for whatever. But I guess I'm just believing in it due to optimism because I'm a Phoenix Suns fan, and sometimes all we have is hope. And who knows? You just don't know. I don't know. You don't know any better. Like anything could happen. And sure, the Deandre Ayton thing makes it more complicated now because he's clearly out of the running and they can't trade him to Brooklyn and everything. But I don't know, man. You just never know. That's all I'm saying. I'm just optimistic. Let's see. Suns Geek. We should sign Dennis Schroeder. I like Dennis Schroeder, but I would only like him at the right price. The dude can score, though. And he's really cool with Chris Paul, I think. I think I saw something like when they were playing together, they loved each other and they had a lot of respect for each other. Would be a nice backup point guard. I don't even know what the bench is going to do now. I don't even know what we're going to do in terms of our bench. My brain isn't ready to talk about that stuff yet. But I do know this is that Bismack's definitely here. We got Josh Okogie, who, if you don't know much about Josh Okogie, kind of a defensive dog, gives you a lot of hustle and effort, but really needs to improve his offense, especially his three-point shooting. And then we got, Jacques Lundell and Damian Lee. So, all right. I'll try to get back to the comments. Keep leaving your comments here. Let me see if I missed any good ones here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just kind of just checking the comments here. All right. Anyways, All right, so we'll get to all that stuff later. Let's keep talking here. Let's check out. Let me see if I missed anything from this article here. The Pacers needed to clear out 4.7 million in cap space to sign Ayton. What screen am I on right here? Give me a second here, guys. One man show here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop the screen sharing for a minute and we'll move on here. I know my camera's blurry. I apologize. Make sure to Hulk smash the like button, you guys. I'm giving you guys a live reaction. It's funny because, like, I had Suns news to, like, talk about, kind of Suns related news. But I was like, man, I've been, like, working and, like, I'm, like, really tired and everything. And I'm like, the news was so dead. I was like, waiting for something like this. I knew something was going to happen. And people were even tweeting it out. They were like, it's quiet, a little too quiet, you know, like, and I got that vibe too, not just from social media, but I was like, man, like, there's like nothing going on, like no Ayton news, no KD news. And honestly, you guys, I mean, I could be wrong here. I hope it doesn't happen while I'm visiting Phoenix, which I'll talk about in a little bit. I'm like, man, like I hope something happens. And I'm like, I feel like the Kevin Durant stuff, it's going to happen like randomly when no one is expecting it. And I feel like for some reason, something's telling me, I feel like it's going to go down in September. I don't know why. I might sound crazy for that. I just feel like the Kevin Durant Suns stuff is going to happen like in September. I feel like everybody's going to be at their work, or like everybody's going to be like on vacation or something, or busy, occupied. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like that's going to happen. I don't know why. What do you guys think? What do you think's the earliest the Suns will trade for Kevin Durant? Because yes, I still believe in it. So yeah, it looks like the media has kind of gone quiet. I think the story's been out. I think that's really it. I can't believe Deandre Ayton is a Phoenix Sun. Let's go check out what Bright Side of the Sun is saying. Dave King does great work, by the way. Dave King put out an article, I think, just this morning that I read. I was like, man, he does great work over there. So let's go read this Deandre Ayton article that he posted. Here we go. Let's go to Bright Side of the Sun here. By the way, you guys, we still sounding good. We still looking good over here. Let me know. I mean, I know the camera looks like shit, but oops. There we go. All right, let's see. Dave King says that didn't take long. The Suns took mere seconds to match a maximum salary offer sheet for center Deandre Ayton from the Indiana Pacers. Ayton became a restricted free agent July 1st, 2022. And right away, there were rumors of a maximum salary offer sheet, blah, blah, blah. We already knew that. Ayton will now return to the Phoenix Suns, and here are the rules. So shout out to Dave King. I'm going to highlight this for you guys so you guys can read it. Here are the rules now that Deandre Ayton is back. Can you guys see what I'm doing over here? Sorry, give me a second here. All terms outlined in the offer sheet will be matched by the Suns. Ooh, that's a big one. All terms outlined in the offer sheet will be matched by the Suns. This includes $133 million over the next 4 years, plus any other terms in the sheet, such as a player option, years, trade kickers, and upfront bonuses, will have to be matched by the Suns as well. Oh my God. Ayton cannot be traded from the Suns until at least, okay, so when I said, oh wait, he can't get traded for a full year, what Dave King got from this is Ayton cannot be traded from the Suns until at least January 15th, 2023, which I think we knew about that because I took that in my notes, but I didn't talk about it. Yeah, it was something like, I think we kind of knew that January 15th of 2023 was the day. I forgot where I read that from. Even then, Ayton has the power to veto, so basically decline the trade for a full year. Ayton cannot be traded to the Indiana Pacers under any circumstances for at least one full year. Suddenly, a total silent Suns front office passed along some messages to the newsbreakers that makes it seem like the Suns had planned to match any offer if Ayton was not presented. I got to take a sip of my drink. You guys can look at what I got on the screen. In fact, look at those. That was a great piece right there by Dave King. At least a good section there. You guys can read that. And then on the bottom, you see Woj and Sham tweets. So I'll let you guys look at that. Let me take a sip of my drink here. By the way, we got over 200 people in here. You guys are all amazing. And I cannot say thank you enough. I love you guys. Like, your support means the world to me. And just the fact that you guys are listening to me react and ramble and read stuff and react to it and give my crazy thoughts and my crazy theories, like Devin Booker and Deandre Ayton low key don't like each other, which I will die on a hill. I get that feeling they don't like each other, but damn it, they're pretty good on the court together, aren't they? Anyways, let's keep reading this from Dave King. By the way, again, go follow Dave King at Bright Side of the Sun. He's on the Sun Solar Panel podcast, and they do great work over there. And Dave's a great writer, and he's been covering this team for years. And like I said, Bright Side of the Sun is very kind because every once in a while they'll put my videos on their website, and that just means the world to me as well. So shout out to Bright Side of the Sun. Let's keep reading here. So there's the Woj and Shams tweets. It was fun watching local insider John Gambo, who, by the way, guys, I'm sorry if you guys don't like him. I like him personally. He does have sources. He does have inside information. He's broken news before and never gets the credit for it. He responded to a tweet of mine on draft day. We were kind of talking about at the time, like teams that had multiple picks and all that, and kind of still wonder if the Suns should have drafted somebody, but that's a conversation for another time. Anyways. But yeah, John Gambo shares updates from his contacts with the Suns and Pacers all afternoons. Notice the time stamps in the tweet. So yeah, 234, 227. He tweeted out, like, I would not be surprised if Indiana makes a play for Deandre Ayton. They have the cap space. This has been long in the working. Ayton's camp had been waiting for the right time to put themselves in a position where they believe Phoenix would not match. Suns now on the clock. Now, again, this was earlier. Salaries of Booker, Paul, Ayton, KD together may not be feasible. We will see. Then he tweeted, Indiana was never interested in a sign and Indiana was never interested in a sign and trade because they didn't need it. They had the cap space, and no, Phoenix didn't want to commit max money to a center, which is why I've been saying since last Wednesday's offer sheet, Pacers aren't giving up picks when they don't need to. Then he tweeted at 246, add up the salaries of Booker, Paul, KD, Ayton, roughly $135 million to fill out the rest of the roster. Luxury tax will start at $150 million. It goes up from the first $5 million. Numbers. Would be a huge luxury tax for Phoenix to have all four. At this point, Gambo was sharing his belief with the Suns could potentially not match the offer because they generally do not want to pay into the luxury tax for their roster. A few moments later, after a call from the Suns are committed to doing whatever it takes to win a championship. That includes paying a hefty luxury tax of 60, 70, 80 million if they feel it's what they need to do. Then 4 hours after that, news broke. Suns have matched the offer sheet for Deandre Ayton. 718. Now, was that before Shams' tweet? Let me see, because I have it here. Give me a second here, guys. I don't know what's going on. When did Shams tweet it out? Shams was the first one on it. 717. Did Gambo beat him to it? Oh, it was like a minute later. That would have been cool if like Gambo was the one that like did it. I mean, I like Shams and everything, but that would have been cool. Let me get back to my screen here. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Suns general manager James Jones has held two things for the past year. Wait. Suns blah, 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 blah. Suns general manager James Jones has long held two things for the past year. Uh they did not want to sign Ayton to a designated rookie max 5-year deal, which we all knew that. Um Always said Ayton was an important player to the team and hoped they would find common ground on a contract. Now, Dave King is right about that, and James Jones is right about that. Again, I think it was like their exit interviews, or there was like an interview maybe a few weeks ago. And even I was a little critical of what James Jones said. He was like, we're going to keep this team together. And James Jones, or and Deandre Ayton's a huge part of this team. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, did you not like see what happened? I don't know. I didn't believe James Jones is what I am saying, but that's why he's the general manager of the Phoenix Suns. And I'm just some asshole on YouTube who talks about the Suns. So he knows a lot more than I do. But I don't know. I was a little skeptical. But again, my point being is what Dave King wrote right here. Always said Ayton was an important player, important part of the team, and hoped they would find common ground on a contract. That's what James Jones has said in the past, recently, et cetera, et cetera. Today, the Suns proved it by immediately matching the first offer sheet Ayton finally signed. I need to take a deep breath. Now he says, why does this matter? 3 reasons. Booker is the other designated rookie max will remain. Because I think there's something like you can only have like 2 players on a rookie max or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. Booker is the blah, blah, blah. Booker is the other designated rookie max and will remain so for the next 2 years until that deal expires, at which time he becomes a designated veteran max player. Now the Suns can acquire a second designated rookie max while keeping Ayton and Booker and all of his teammates. So does that mean Cam Johnson is staying if we offer that? Now the Suns can trade Ayton if they still want between 6 months and 2 years from now, and to a team, quote, like the Nets, who have already acquired another designated rookie max player and or have 2 of them already. Jesus, this is so like I don't even know, like so many contracts and oh god, it's just numbers and salaries and things you can and can't do. It's crazy, man. I like how some of you guys are talking about summer league in here. I'm like, dude, like I love the Phoenix Suns and I love NBA basketball, but I'm like, this year for some reason I don't even care about summer league. What I wanted to originally do was like cover all the summer league games and do like live streams or break it all down like I used to do in the past. But since like technically we don't have like any like besides Ish Wainwright, who technically is a free agent, by the way, I'm like, I have no real motivation to do all that because it's not like we have Dragan Bender out there or Marquise Chris for all you real Suns fans out there, or Tyler Eulis or players like that playing. I'm like, really, Ish Wainwright's the only one to watch and cover. And I'm like, with all this Ayton and KD stuff, I'm like, man, that's all I want to pay attention to on this channel. Let's keep going here. Again, I'm not going to really read the full article, but that was some pretty hefty stuff that Dave King wrote. Let's just get to the bottom of it. He says, for now, Ayton is staying with the Suns, guaranteed. He'll be on the Suns roster through the new year, which will be about the first 30 games of the season at minimum. Maybe all 4 years. Be happy, Suns fans. Let me repeat that last part. Be happy, Suns fans. Even if you hate Deandre Ayton, even if you're very critical of him, which I understand, I am too. Be happy. Everybody put that in the chat right now. Be happy, Suns fans. I'm going to put it in the chat. Be happy, Suns fans. Put that in the chat right now. Make sure to Hulk smash the like button as well. We're gonna keep going here, guys. We're gonna keep talking. Lots of questions, lots of feelings, lots of things going on. Still checking my phone and everything to make sure there's no breaking news, but I'm just happy that we got some news. And guys, if again, even if you're Ayton's biggest critic, think about this kind of in the long term. Like, Ayton knows the team, he knows our offense. We were 2 games away from an NBA championship about a year ago. We won a franchise record 64 wins this year. Forget about what happened in the play. I mean, don't forget about it, but put that aside. I guess it makes sense to bring back Ayton. And I'll probably talk about this in later live streams and videos. But unfortunately for Deandre Ayton, the expectations are now just sky high. They are just, I mean, dude, you're getting paid 30 million, whatever, a year. I wonder how much of his contract's fully guaranteed. Is like the entire contract fully guaranteed? But anyways, you're getting $30 million a year. So damn it, Deandre Ayton, if you're watching, if you're listening, which I know you're not because you don't care. You don't care about this. You don't care about my videos and all that. You don't care about my opinion. Damn it, Deandre Ayton, please perform. Please show up 9 out of 10 games. Please dunk on some people. Please show the effort. Start making that great mid-range shot that you are good at. Deandre Ayton has a really, really overlooked mid-range shot. I think defensively he's fine. I mean, let's be real. Our defense would suffer without him in a way. Although I thought at times there were times we were fine without him defensively. Honestly, you guys, we could talk about the Indiana Pacers for a little bit. Because, I mean, obviously the Suns and Pacers are in a complete different scenario and situation and all that. I actually like what the Indiana Pacers are doing. I know we're jumping all over the place. We just hit an hour, Suns fans. So Hulk smash the like button right now. Just grab your microphone and just wow, the camera focused for a minute. Just click that button. Hulk smash the like button, you guys. If you're watching from your phone, sign into your YouTube account and click like. Share the stream. I want that like button destroyed because you guys are just Hulk smashing it. You're probably like, Suns Geek, why should I Hulk smash the like button? You're just some asshole talking about the Suns on YouTube. Well, that will tell YouTube that I'm doing a good job here and that I should keep going. And it motivates me when you guys click like on my videos. And it motivates me that you guys are listening to me ramble. It just tells YouTube that I'm doing a good job here. And it makes me want to continue to do these videos and all that stuff. A burner account says, press the start button on your Game Boy to like the videos. If you guys know what a Game Boy is, I'm sure a lot of you do, but some of you younger generations probably have no clue what a Game Boy is. You're a real one. I love Game Boys. I had a couple of them. I think I have a broken one in my closet. Maybe I'll show you guys that stuff one day. But anyways, we're getting off topic. Getting off topic. I'm losing my voice. I do like what the Indiana Pacers are doing. I really do. I forget who their GM is. Rick Carlisle is the head coach over there who, I thought he did a great job in Dallas, although I've heard some things like, I don't know if it was Mark Cuban or whatever. I think there was like a falling out with Dennis Smith Jr. and I guess Luka had I don't know. I think he's a good coach. But they got Jalen Smith, who signed a 2-3 year deal or something like that. He's going to be their starting power forward. And he recently told The Athletic that, he made the decision on staying with the Pacers due to his family and really just his future. because clearly the Suns didn't give him that. And yeah, I really like what the Pacers doing. They got Tyrese Halliburton, Chris Duarte. I'm not going to throw Miles Turner in there. He's probably gone. Even with this Ayton stuff, I don't see him being there anymore, especially since he's on an expiring deal. And they got some other, young talent over there. I like what they're doing. They got who'd they get in the draft? Benedict Mathurin or whatever. The guy that thinks he's better than LeBron or something. No, he's got a lot of upside, but yeah, it should be interesting. I like what the Pacers are doing. And I don't know what they're going to do now with their salary cap situation. Obviously they still have money. I think they can probably go after some free agents. I don't know who's available. Maybe they can make some kind of a trade. Somebody said this a while ago that like the Pacers kind of hold a lot of chips in this offseason. I'm paraphrasing, but they said something like that, and they're right. That this was long before the Deandre Ayton stuff and long before the Kevin Durant stuff. They said this, but like they can trade Miles Turner and get even more assets. I think they have a bunch of draft picks and everything. Like, I think the Pacers will be just fine. I'm not saying they're going to be like contending anytime soon. Who knows? They could be in the lottery next year, or maybe they could be a rising team in the league. I don't know. What I do know is that the Western Conference keeps getting a lot better, which we could probably spend a whole hour talking about that. But I think the Eastern Conference is getting a lot better too. I think the entire NBA for the most part is getting better, besides like the Thunder. Maybe the Jazz are going to be a bad team. It depends on what they do with Donovan Mitchell, but you probably think even with Mitchell, they'll probably be a bad team. You gotta put that maybe narrative judgment on them. And then maybe like a couple other teams I'm forgetting about that will be pretty bad. But I think beyond that, you're going to see a lot of middle of the pack teams, and you're going to see obviously the contenders. And I think with or without KD, the Suns are a contender. Now, before we move on, I want to read you guys a tweet from my guy, Romp 2.0, for you guys know him. Not a tweet. He texted me this. And I'm literally just reacting to this. He texted it to me earlier, but I just was busy and wasn't able to read it. He said, hot take. The Suns should have done a sign and trade for Miles Turner, Chris Duarte, and a pick. I know it's unpopular, but I think paying a center that much who aren't Jokic and Embiid players is pretty risky. Turner fits offensively better too. That was a text from my guy, Romp 2.0. So shout out to him. Go check him out. Good content creator, friend of the channel, covers the Sixers. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could spend a lot of time on that. So I listened to an interview with, I think he's like a Pacers beat writer or something. And he was really getting into Miles Turner. And he basically said, like, he's a full-time stretch five. He wants to be that full-time, but really, like, when he's at the power forward position, like, he basically said that he has flaws. Like, he needs to improve his back to the basket game. He said that he needs to improve on a lot of areas. I feel like offensively he is fine. I think he can hit the 3-point shot every once in a while, but I don't know. And I'm curious on what the Suns are going to do. Like, are they going to keep their offensive system, like the 0.5 offense that we're so famous for? Are we going to maybe change it up a little bit now that we were like literally exposed by the Dallas Mavericks? Are we going to add more shooters? Are we going to add more playmakers? I mean, because if you look at Josh Okogie, Damian Lee, and Jacques Landale, I mean, you got a fairly okay 3-point shooter in Damian Lee. You got somebody who has experience with Damian Lee, and I really mean that. I mean, he's won a championship with the Warriors, but he's been in and out of that Warriors G League team and on the Warriors, so he knows what it takes to get to the finals. But then you got Josh Okogie, who is basically just pure defense. And then from what I've seen at Jacques Landale, he's fine. It'll be interesting to see how much he plays and what we can get for or what we can do with him. But I just wonder if there's more moves on the horizon uh, outside of KD. And again, now that we have an answer to DeAndre Ayton, it's like, as Flex from Jersey would put it, that domino has fallen. And now the NBA world is going to poke its head up and we're going to hear about KD and all that. And it's more stuff's going to happen now, you guys. I feel like we're going to hear a lot more news. I'm going to check Twitter to see if I'm missing anything, but I don't think I am. I feel like that was our huge news of the day. Evan Sedri says, keep an eye on the Spurs and Pacers moving forward as potential facilitators for future deals because of their robust salary cap flexibility. Oh, yeah, by the way, the Spurs will probably be a bad team, maybe. I mean, they have a lot of like young talent, but I think they'll be like in the running for one of the worst teams in the league. But he says, keep an eye on them moving forward as potential facilitators to future deals because of their robust salary cap flexibility. San Antonio and Indiana are the only teams with 30 plus million available in cap space. 30 plus million is actually kind of a lot. You know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting. And again, I don't know what the free agent class is looking like right now. I don't even know if it's going to be good next year either. But yeah, we'll see. That's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. So if you guys have any questions, or I'm trying, like, the chat is just overwhelming right now. I can't get to all these comments as much as I'd like to. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any like questions. If you guys want to ask me like an NBA Phoenix Suns would you rather question, let me know. I see a lot of Dennis Schroeder stuff in here. I kind of already gave my thoughts. I mean, Mark says the Suns need to get a backup point guard like Dennis Schroeder because Paul's breaking down, and Schroeder would be a good pickup because he's underrated. I do agree he's underrated. He's a great scorer. Maybe I need to watch some more film on him and everything. And again, my whole thing is he is really cool. Chris Paul, they played together. They loved each other and all that. I'm not saying it would be a good. I don't know if it'd be a good fit, but I don't know how that would even work in terms of salary. I don't even know if we'd be able to afford him. Yeah. A burner account says, what the Suns should do is sign Isaiah Thomas, trade for Goran Dragic, get Bledsoe, run the tiniest small ball again. Oh, you real Phoenix Suns fans remember when we had those three. And you know what? Isaiah Thomas was on a really good contract and we just traded him. That was when I was one of Ryan McDonough's, if not his biggest supporter. I always backed him up. I was like, believe in Ryan McDonough and da-da-da-da. And look, I've met Ryan McDonough before. He's a very nice guy. But that was when I should have been like, oh, wait, he does have red flags in the way that he manages this team. But I was like optimistic, I was like, oh man, like we got Brandon Knight and we got this. And I was stupid back then. I was younger back then. Okay. The Suns hadn't been to the playoffs back then. Okay. Like, in years. And I was like optimistic about everything and anything. And that was when I probably should have known that he was not a good GM. But I will say this about Ryan McDonough. I mean, he drafted Devin Booker, one, but two, he did turn our team around for like a season when we won 48 games in 2013. A team that never gets talked about, by the way, but that team really should get talked about. All right, let's see. Mike B says, yo, Suns Geek, or yes, Suns Geek, can we split up the 6.5 MLE? Can we sign two players with it? I think it all goes to just one player. Mike, I'd love to answer your question, but my brain is not working, and I wish I could answer that question. I'm sure somebody out there in the Twitterverse knows about it. So I'm sorry I cannot answer that question. Shout out to my guy, Super Mario Hoops 24. Says KD to Sacramento confirmed. Oh man, I could do a whole live stream about the Sacramento Kings, who I kind of feel bad for, man. I feel bad for the Kings. They kind of get picked on a lot, and rightfully so, they do. But you know what? You guys thought that stuff was really bad with the Phoenix Suns for 10 years, and that's a fair statement to remember how bad the Suns used to be and all that stuff. But damn it, it could always be worse. Look at the Sacramento Kings, man. Could be a lot worse. Shout out to the real Sacramento Kings fans out there. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, somebody says, where did that comment just go? You guys are being awesome and you guys are blowing up the chat, and it's hard for me to keep track. Here we go. Hoop Head writes, living in Indiana right now seems like nobody is psyched on Ayton at that money. So does that mean like they did want Ayton, or I don't know? Follow up that. That's interesting. If you guys are Pacers fans and you're watching this at a later date, let me know your guys' thoughts. Like, did you guys want Deandre Ayton? Are you guys excited about your future? I mean, I'm a little optimistic about the Pacers' future and what they're building over there. You guys got some nice players and a smart head coach who knows what he's doing. And seems like you guys at least have a direction. You guys know what you're doing, you know? And I think you guys got a good one with Jalen Smith. And even though I was pretty critical of Jalen Smith when he was here, I feel like you guys got a good one with Jalen Smith. Let's see. Super Mario Hoops says, babe, wake up. Suns Geek is live. I wish I was that famous. Thank you, Super Mario. I appreciate you, man. All right, let's see. Here we go. So Brody Rants writes, as a Pacers fan, I'm sad, but at least we tried. At least the Pacers tried. Damn it, give them some credit. That goes to show that the Pacers were like serious about, they probably would have been not really a contender, but at least a solid playoff team. I mean, think about it. They would have had Ayton, Jalen Smith. I forgot who else they have. Tyrese Halliburton, Chris Duarte. I forgot who their forward is because they lost TJ Warren. They have a bunch of young talent. That's at least a playoff team, right? At least they tried, man. But hey, as Evan Sedry pointed out, you guys still got over 30 million in cap space. So yeah. We showed people we're not messing around and we're ready to win. Exactly. Super Mario Hoops writes, I don't think many people are talking about this part of it, but I really don't like the fact of Ayton and the Pacers long term. That's fair. That's fair. I could see that. But what I know about the Pacers is that they're not like in a full rebuild mode. I feel like they're just kind of in a redirection phase because they're most likely going to get rid of Miles Turner. And I hope Miles Turner doesn't become like a John Collins where it's like John Collins is going to get traded, Miles Turner is going to get traded, and then it never happens. Roy says, Geek, would love to see Shamet got traded. Shamet could get traded. That's all I'm going to say. I have no inside information on that. I just know that he's under a pretty hefty contract. And Flex from Jersey pointed this out, you guys. Flex from Jersey said that it's really only 2 years that Shamet is fully guaranteed. I think Flex said like the last 2 years are not fully guaranteed. So even though that contract, that like 4-year, whatever $1 million contract looks pretty hefty, it's really not as bad as that contract looks. But if we keep Landry Shamet, he's another guy where the expectations just got to be super high. Like he should have performed better. He should have performed better throughout the season in the playoffs. He needs to get his scoring averages up. He needs to be more consistent. Yeah, Landry Shamet, man. um, Chris Kaufman, if I'm reading your last name right, says, "Say my name, Sons Geek." Hey, Chris Kaufman, how you doing, man? You guys doing all right out there? Let me know. You guys doing okay? Let me know what's going on in your lives. Let me know if you guys are doing all right. I'm going to kind of give you guys a life update in a little bit, let you guys know what I'm doing next week. I kind of already talked about it on Twitter. Uh, so yeah. And thank you guys so much for listening to me rant and ramble. Um, I do want to talk to you about some other Sun stuff. I want to talk to you guys about JaVale McGee though. Cause now this was like a week ago. Um, First off, we got a super chat, and then I'll talk to you guys about JaVale McGee. Thank you for the $2.69 super chat. It said, about time Sarver put that money where his mouth is. I wish I could find the quote. In fact, maybe I'll Google it. But Robert Sarver, I know a lot of you guys hate. Ooh, that's something we could talk about later too. We kind of already knew about this, but Mark Stein reported that Adam Silver again said that and let me find the thing. Basically, Mark Stein said that the Robert Sarver investigation is close to being done, but I feel like he said that a while ago. But Mark Stein tweeted that yesterday. Anyways, I'm losing track here. But there was one point where Robert Sarver did say that he's willing to go into the luxury tax and all that stuff. I just don't remember when he said it. If someone can let me know, I'm sure he said it recently, though. So even if you hate Robert Sarver, and I understand that, at least you know that at least he's trying now. Kind of like what that Pacers fan said. At least the Pacers are trying. Well, you know what? At least Robert Sarver's trying. And look, I'm not a Robert Sarver defender. But just remember, technically, James Jones and his team, Jeff Rowley and all them, and whoever our assistant is, Morgan Kano and all them, technically they make the decisions. I'm not defending Robert Sarver. I'm just stating a fact. Now, sure, I'm sure that Robert Sarver probably can go over their head and be like, yeah, don't do this move, don't do that move. But technically, they're the ones making the moves. Don't kill me in the comments. I'm just saying, just pointing out a fact. But you know what? Maybe Robert Sarver will take notes from Steve Ballmer. And I know that Robert Sarver is not as rich as Steve Ballmer. Steve Ballmer is like one of the richest people on planet Earth. But Steve Ballmer's like, screw it, man. I'm going to pay every single dollar and go into the luxury tax and owe the NBA millions of dollars. But yeah. So maybe he'll take some notes from him. And yeah. Roy says Geek needs to write an essay why he doesn't support Geek. What are you talking about, Roy? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyways, let's talk about this JaVale McGee stuff, and then I'll probably read some questions from the chat. I feel like I've said what I needed to say about this Ayton thing. I need to kind of process it. I'll probably have a video tomorrow. I kind of want to do a live stream Saturday, and then I have some stuff. I want to give you guys a little bit of a quote life update. Let's talk about this JaVale McGee thing. So about a week ago, JaVale McGee was interviewed by I think it was AZ Central, and he was talking about how he signed, a 3-year, $20 million deal with the Mavericks. And when he was at that little like charity softball thing or whatever, he basically said like, oh yeah, like I'm considering coming back to the Phoenix Suns, but I want to do what's best for me and my family, kind of like Jalen Smith said, and a bunch of other players say that. So what JaVale McGee said on his contract with the Mavericks is, it's extremely big. The past couple of years, I really wanted to focus on consistency and comfortability. being comfortable, you play a whole different way. That's interesting. I don't know why. Like the way he worded that, first off, was super professional. This is no longer the JaVale McGee that's going to be on Shaqtin' a Fool. You know what I mean? This is a guy that's won championships and is a true professional and veteran in this league. So if you missed what I said, I'll read you the last part. The last couple of years, I really wanted to focus on consistency and comfortability. Being comfortable, you play a whole different way. So then, and this is interesting. He said that I thought there was let me see. I think I lost the quote. I think he said something along the lines of like he knew about the KD stuff, he knew about the Ayton stuff, and he like didn't want to like deal with that. There was like something in there. I must have missed. I thought I wrote it down. But yeah, I think he was just like, man, I don't want to deal with all this Ayton and KD stuff. And I'm not saying I think he's going to be their starting center up in Dallas, but I think he wants comfortability. I think he wanted just to stay with the team. And obviously, with the whole Ayton stuff and KD stuff, Suns don't have any money and they don't have the commitment to JaVale McGee. And I think JaVale McGee was like, yeah, I'm out. Like, the Mavs are going to probably be a contender again, you know, and they got Luka and all of them. So JaVale McGee makes them better. And, you know, speaking of that, JaVale McGee said, I feel like what I brought to the Phoenix Suns and felt like I needed to bring that to Dallas, and they needed energy on the defensive end. They needed that defensive presence and that vocal presence in the locker room. So it seemed like JaVale McGee kind of like low-key had this planned and was like, yeah, if the Suns aren't going to commit to me, I'm not going to commit to them. I'm out, which also was smart on his part to only sign a 1-year deal with the Suns. I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to talk about that JaVale McGee stuff. I'm going to miss JaVale McGee. I've always liked JaVale McGee before he came to the Suns, after he came to the Suns. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to get to some last minute comments here. I'm going to update you guys on what I'm doing next week. I'm going to take a deep breath. My voice is kind of running low. I'm tired. Like, I literally got off of work, got changed, did all this live stream stuff. I had to like play around with the thumbnail because at first it was like, oh, the Pacers offered Deandre Ayton a max sheet and he signed it. And then I had to like change the title of the live stream, and it's been a crazy night. I barely had dinner too. I literally ate like a couple small things and then just came up here. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, Super Mario Hoops. So Suns Geek Saturday. Like, maybe I should do that, you guys. Maybe I should do a Suns Geek Saturdays. Every Saturday. Anyways, Chris says, I told my daughter you would say her name. I don't want to butcher her name, but shout out to her. I'm terrible. If you guys know me in person, I'm horrible with names. So shout out to your daughter. Shout out to you, Chris. Hope you guys are doing well. Shout out to all of you guys. Let me see if I can get to some last minute comments here. James says DA is going to miss McGee big time. Well, you know what? I agree with you, because JaVale McGee helped win us some games, believe that or not. JaVale McGee was really good for us, professional for us. But I like Bismack Biyombo coming back for a lot of reasons. Because one, the Suns were the team that kind of gave him that chance again. It's a great story on and off the court for Bismack Biyombo. He knows our offense. He knows what we're doing. And sure, I think we're going to miss JaVale McGee at times, especially if Bismack Biyombo struggles. But that's kind of why we got like Jock Lindell, and who knows what else could happen. But yeah, like, it is gonna suck without JaVale McGee. I will say that. Let's see. Sawbuck says, nah, it should be Suns Geek Suns talk on Sundays. You guys let me know what you guys want me to do with like a weekend live stream. Austin Rivers is landing a 1-year deal to join the Minnesota Timberwolves. Woj just tweeted. And then Flex tweeted something too. So before we get out of here, let's just go back to the Twitterverse. Let's see here. So Flex said, spoke about the speculation a few weeks back. The Suns were never going to lose Deandre Ayton for nothing. On to the next move. He's right. Flex, that's pretty much what Flex tweeted out. So he's right about that. Flex is, whether or not you guys believe Flex, because I do. I'm a supporter of Flex. I believe in him. First off, he doesn't have to be giving us all of this information. So Suns fans are completely spoiled by that. But Flex is legit, and he's consistent with what he says. He always quote doubles down on everything that he says. Flex is my guy, man. I would love to get him on the channel, but he's super busy. But he has told me he would like to come on again, hopefully soon. So once that happens, maybe we can get more information on all this stuff. But yeah, so shout out to Flex from Jersey. Yeah, I mean, Mike says it right here, man. Flex is as real as all of us. He's one of us, real dude. Yeah, he is, man. I've gotten to know Flex pretty well. Him and I have been on the Suns Jam Session podcast before. Again, he's been on this channel. I've had many conversations with Flex, outside of this YouTube stuff. He's a great dude. He's a family man. He's a great guy. So, and again, I talked about this in my last video, you guys. There was a particular individual, a loser, who was tweeting all these terrible things at Flex. And I'm sure if you guys have been on Facebook groups or on Twitter, you probably know who this person is. He was just attacking Flex, and even though it was just a tweet, I kind of felt like Flex was kind of frustrated. And the Suns community rallied, and they blocked and reported that person. I did the same. The guy's a loser. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm being real. I've had my own battles with him. He's commented bad stuff on my channel, and I think the Flex from Jersey thing just kicked him out. He is not part of the Suns community. Everybody watching here who's not a hater is you guys are all part of the Suns community, whether or not you guys are on podcasts, whatever it is. You guys are part of the Suns community. You guys are the voice for the Suns. That's why you guys you'll hear me say a lot, I want you guys to tell me what's going on. You guys are the voice, man. So with all that said, Flex is legit. That's my boy right there. Leave Flex alone, be supportive of him, please. Leave him alone, man. He's a good dude. Even if you don't believe in him, which I do, don't be a dick, man. Be nice to people out there. You guys are funny, man. I'm reading the chat. You guys are hilarious. Roy says, I am the voice of Dragan Bender. No, I'm the voice of Dragan Bender because I have 5 of his jerseys in my closet, and I'm a Dragan Bender fanboy. And the Suns need to sign. You want to know how the Suns are going to win the championship, you guys? Forget this Kevin Durant stuff. Sign Dragan Bender back. Let him have a real team around him. Let him develop, and he'll be a solid player in this league. That's my hot take right there. Coda Kid says, humble makes me, by the way, the guy that did it was Humble Rumble, but he says, humble makes me, the Deandre Ayton stan, look bad. Yeah, that's how bad this guy was. That's how pathetic he was, man. A burner account says, the eyes emoji, how many for the Bender jersey? Guys, I have so many Dragan Bender jerseys. You know what? I'll give you guys a discount. You guys want that Dragan Bender jersey? I got you. I got the hookup on the Dragan Bender jersey. All right. Anyway, so now that we're just kind of having fun on here, I can kind of let you guys know what's going on. First off, I am super blessed to be able to do this because not everybody gets to travel. Unfortunately, I do not live in Phoenix. I know that's a shocker. I lived in Phoenix for years. It's a long, boring story. Tell you guys about that another time. But I'm flying back to Phoenix on Sunday. I know, terrible timing, right? You're probably like, Sons Geek, what are you doing, man? It's the off season. There's news. Well, you know what? I planned this trip before this KD stuff came out, before this Ayton stuff came out. And yes, I am very aware of how hot it is in Phoenix. I lived in Phoenix for years. I had people on my Twitter saying, like, you're going to get toasted out here and it's super hot. And why would you come out here in July? I appreciate you guys. Thank you for saying that. But I know this stuff. I lived in Phoenix for years. I love the heat, man. I literally have it in my veins. It's in my blood, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go visit some friends, some family, especially my friends. I miss them. I haven't been back to Phoenix in a year. So you guys are probably like, why are you telling us about this? We don't care. We just want to hear your insight on the Suns. Well, the channel might be a little slow. I have one video that's gonna come out that week. And then maybe if there's like Suns news, I can like film it from my iPhone or go to a friend's house and do a live stream. I won't have this beautiful microphone on me. So what I'm saying is next week, the channel might be a little slow. There might only be like one video, maybe two. Maybe I'll cook something up and have two videos out that week because YouTube's cool and you can schedule and upload. So I got something planned. But it may not be the videos that you guys want, you know? And if you guys know anything about YouTube, you literally have to feed the algorithm because YouTube punishes you if you don't upload. So, so yeah, you know, I'll probably do like a live stream or something, or I'll just hop on my iPhone and just film from right there. But yeah, going on a little vacation, spending time with my friends. I'm going to film so much. After I come home, you guys are going to have like probably 2 vlogs or just a super long vlog. Roy says, Sons Geek, put me in your suitcase. I will love to sleep in your suitcase. Man, I'm literally going to pack 2, like a small little duffel bag and a backpack, and I'm going to go and I'm going to spend money and I'm going to eat like complete garbage because that's what you do on vacation. And I'm going to film and I'm going to be with my friends, and it's awesome. Here we go. Before we get out of here, I didn't really read this comment, but I think this person was getting into it with people. I'm really sorry if I offended people on here, but unless we make a major trade, this same team won't go far next season. We need Nikola Vucevic and Kobe White. Vucevic and DA can keep us in contention. Okay, Super Mario Hoops, is this your burner account or something, bro? Like, Caesar, no offense, sir. I do not agree with you. Even if you are Ayton's biggest hater, even if you don't believe in the Kevin Durant stuff, even if the Phoenix Suns don't get Kevin Durant, we're still going to be one of the best teams in the NBA. Now, sure, you can use the argument. Oh, you guys flamed out in the playoffs. And sure, I will not disagree with you at all. You don't want to hear my honest thoughts on what the Suns playoff exit. But sure, they have super high expectations. The expectations are even higher now. Or are they? Because of how we went out in the playoffs. I don't know. But yeah, I don't agree with this at all because let's be real. Like, we're going to be one of the best teams regardless. We still have Chris Paul. We still have Devin Booker. Right now, we still have Mikal Bridges and Deandre Ayton. So, I don't know. I just don't agree with that at all. Andrew says, wait, what just happened? Just got here. I thought the Suns have 48 hours to decide. Yeah, Andrew, we literally signed the offer sheet seconds after the Pacers offered it to him. So, Mike says, have fun with your friends, bro. It's a little spicy out here in Phoenix, but you'll be all right. Makes the beer and whiskey taste better. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be drinking a little bit out there, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, it'll be fun. Coda Kid says, we got Josh and Kogi. We good. Guys, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for all being here. Adrian says, run it back. We can beat anybody. The cards didn't fall for us last season. Well, they didn't fall for us in the playoffs, that's for sure. And by the way, this is a personal gripe. I'm like kind of annoyed that like Chris Paul, Mikal Bridges, and even just recently Ish Wainwright, every time the media like talks to them about what happened in the playoffs, their like go-to answer is like, we lost. We took a tough L. I'm like, damn it, just tell us how it is, man. Tell us that you got your fucking ass kicked and you got outcoached. Say that. That's the shit we want to hear, man. Don't give us these cliche answers. Like, tell us how it is. Tell us what really happened in that locker room after the game 7 loss, or hell, even after the game 6 loss, man. This is Suns Geek here, investigative reporter. I bring you guys the news. I bring you guys the truth here on Suns Geek, man. I want the truth. My guy Logan says, just improve the bench by trading for Terry Rozier would be an excellent 6-man. I've always liked Terry Rozier. I don't know how much he costs, but yeah. All right, guys. I think that's it. I really don't think I got anything. There is some other Suns things I can talk to you about at a later date. It's really just former Suns that have moved on that are saying things. So it's kind of Suns related news, but it was like that's kind of why I didn't make that video. Like I wanted to talk about JaVale McGee in a full video, but I'm like, I'll just knock it out right here. But anyway, so point being is stay tuned. We're probably gonna hear about more of this tomorrow and the days coming. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have lots of videos for you. And again, I will be in Phoenix all of next week, but I will have stuff up for you guys. And any breaking news, damn it, I'll just go to my iPhone or I'll just go live at somebody's house. So yeah. Follow me on Twitter, you guys. Follow me on social media. I just realized that I didn't even pop my banners up. If you guys are wondering where to follow me at, it's on the screen right here at Suns Geek on YouTube, on Instagram at Suns Geek on YouTube, on Twitter. I also have a TikTok. If you guys want to follow me on TikTok, let me see if I can pull it up and you guys can scan it from your phones. If not, just follow me. I think it's also Suns Geek on YouTube as well. So I don't know how to do all that stuff. I'm still pretty new when it comes to TikTok. But yeah, this is my TikTok right here. Check it out at Suns Geek on YouTube. Go follow me, you guys. I almost got 500 followers on there. And one of my videos got a stupid copyright claim on TikTok, and I didn't even copyright any claims. I didn't copyright anything. It was my Devin Booker 2K one, and they like claimed my video. I was like, that's stupid, man. Yeah. You guys are funny, man. I'm reading the tweet. Super Mario Hoops told me to check Twitter. What am I missing on Twitter? What did I do? He's calling me out. Super Mario, you're such a dick, man, but I love you, bro. All right, guys, go check out Twitter and what Super Mario Hoops. Just, you know what, we'll go do it right here before we get out of here. Share screen. So Super Mario Hoops tweeted out this video of me. I don't know if it's gonna play. He said, "Suns Geek, a fake Suns fan." Here's the video. I love the Heat, man. I literally have it in my veins. It's in my blood, man. Did you guys hear that? Oh, I gotta retweet that shit, man. Now people are gonna like go to my channel and cut and chop and edit what I said, and they're gonna claim that I'm a Suns fan. You guys are hilarious. Or not a Suns fan, a Heat fan. A burner account says YouTube, copyright the vid. Fingers crossed, man. I've been good with copyrights lately, knock on wood, but all right, guys. I'm done, man. I'm tired. I want to go eat some food, relax. I want to process this Ayton stuff. Um Logan says Heat Geek. Someone says Suns fan. WTF, thought this was a Grizzlies channel. Man, you guys don't know how much heat I received when people found out I was moving to Memphis, which I do live in. People were like, "Oh, you're gonna become a Grizzlies fan, man." Nah, bro, come on. I've been watching this team for years. I've been covering this team for years. I am a Suns fan through and through. It is in my veins. The Phoenix Suns are in my veins. I love you guys. Seriously, like, you guys are all amazing people. Be kind to people out there, you guys. Be kind to people out there. Take care of one another. Take care of your families. Stay tuned. I might do a Suns Geek Saturday this Saturday. And if any other crazy breaking news happens before Sunday, I'll do a live stream. I'll do some videos. Got some stuff planned for you guys. I have a video coming out this week, or I should say this upcoming week, that some of you guys have requested, but some of you guys may not be thinking about. I'll just give you guys a hint. If you guys are looking at the screen, it has a lot to do with this. What's on here on my head. No, not my bald hair. It's not that. It's not a Suns Geek is bald face reveal. No, it's got to deal with this right here. So get ready for that video. That's all I gotta say. I have a cool thumbnail that I have planned out for it. I just gotta not be lazy and do it. So yeah. A burner account says I knew it. Geek has a Robert Horry Spurs jersey. Oh God. If I had a Robert Horry Spurs jersey right here, I'd burn that thing right on camera for you guys. Hey, if you guys have the extra money out there, because I know times are tough right now. If you guys have the extra money out there and you want to waste your money on a terrible Robert Horry Spurs jersey, I don't even know who would sell that. Get it, burn it, record it, and I'll put it on my YouTube channel. Or you guys can just mail it to me and I'll burn it for you guys on here. That'd be awesome. So, yeah. Abraham says, Suns Geek, I'm going to lower the camera. Suns Geek, your outfit makes you look like an official Sun staff employee. Love it. Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to be professional on here. There's been times I've wanted to dress up like really nice, but I like wearing the Sun stuff, you know? I might start wearing like fancier clothes to make myself look more professional, even though we all know that that's not true. Exactly. Gino says, who the heck is going to sell a Robert Horry jersey? Much more buy it. Exactly. But hey, if you do buy it and you want to burn it on camera, send me the video and I'll put it on my channel. Or just send it to me and I'll burn it. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. God bless you guys. Stay safe out there. Follow me on social media. Follow me. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm so excited now, you guys, because not only do we have Suns news, but we got basketball news. And now that this Deandre Ayton thing's out of the way, things are going to start opening up. Not just for the Suns. I really feel like free agency can kind of, sort of start. Sure, we're all waiting on KD, and I'm sure general managers out there are waiting on KD as well. But I feel like now we're going to start seeing some moves. So I'm out, guys. Enjoy your night. Be safe. Love each other. God bless. Stay safe. Stay tuned for more videos and live streams. Peace.